You might want to explain the activities too as you're...
Oh, yeah, of course.
Okay.
I was just giving the down low for Jonna.
Sweet.
As I raced for that wall with the bomb in my hand, I noticed that every last Ute in our land was obeying our chief, Yukaru's grim command. They were all bravely marching with banners aflutter down a hole for their country and right side up butter. That's when Grandfather found me. He grabbed me, he said, "You should be down that hole, and you're up there instead. But perhaps this is all for the better somehow. You will see me make history right here, right now." Grandpa leaped off that wall with a lollipolous leap, and he cleared his hoarse throat with a voluptuous beep. He screamed, "Here's the end of that terrible town, full of Zooks who eat bread with the butter side down." And at that very instant we heard a clop clop of feet on the wall, and old Van Itch clopped up. The boys in his back room had made him one too. In his fist was another big boy boomeroo. "I'll blow you," he yelled, "into pork and wee beans. I'll butter you side up, you two smithereens." "Grandpa," I shouted, "be careful, oh gee, who's going to drop it? Will you or will he?" "Be patient," said Grandpa, "we'll see. We'll see." So that's the Butter Battle book. Does anybody have an idea of what conflict they're talking about in the Butter Battle book?
The Cold War.
The Cold War. And so we discussed earlier that the Cold War was between who?
The United States and the Soviet Union.
Okay, thank you, Dewey.
You're welcome.
Okay, so the United States and the Soviet Union, does the Soviet Union go by a different name currently?
Russia.
Russia, excellent. Okay, so now I'm going to split you up into groups. We'll just do it as easy as everybody is sitting. So 3 and 3. And here we go. Everybody gets a pen, well, and paper. There's two for your, there's one for your team and scrap piece. I'll get you something hard to write on. One for your team and a scrap piece. And pens. So now, what we're going to do is we're going to fold that piece of paper. We're going to fold that piece of paper into 4. There you go, right on the back of that book. Oh, and you've got, you can use this as well if you like. So, we're going to fold it into 4, just like this, lengthwise. 1, 2, okay? The way you have it is fine as well, if you've already folded your paper. Now, we're going to list each square, or rectangle preferably, that you've created. First list is going to be problems. All right, everybody, problems. And remember, if you're having trouble with spelling, just talk to each other, sound it out.
You spelled it wrong.
Come on now, everybody's a team here. So our second one is solutions. And then we have 2 more. And that would be best solution, and action plan. Okay. So now, we're going to fold these back up, and we're going to start on 1. As a group, remember, talk about the problems that were in the Butter Battle book that you as a group noticed. And after a few minutes, when I say put my hand up, that will be time to switch to the solutions to those problems. So as you do each section, your squares unfold, your rectangles unfold, okay? And by the end of it, we should be able to come up with the action plan in our group. Does everybody understand the instructions?
What are we writing the problems for?
We're writing the problems that we thought there were in the Butter Battle book that we just read. So as a group, talk about the different problems you found in the book. And I'll pass the book around, and feel free to check out the PowerPoint. We'll start with this group since you folks had the book first. Okay, please go. Butter side.
Yeah, like I said.
Okay, besides that then.
And remember, you're working in teams, so you can think of yourselves as teams opposing, teams working together, whatever you care for.
That didn't make sense.
Okay.
Van Itch. Now the problem, Van Itch. I've got to swing at my nickelberry switch.
You destroyed my weapon. Arms race kind of thing.
Excellent, that's so true. They say that it's an aspect of their royalty in a hierarchical sense, nobility.
Whoa.
Is that like Van Buren? Go along with?
Oh, I don't know. I've never heard of that location.
Somebody has a bigger slingshot.
How's everybody doing? Are we staying on task?
I think we are.
More like an hour.
Yeah.
So now switch on to your next square, please, folks. Solution. And remember to work as a team.
Solution.
And why don't we pass the book along now to the next group?
Yep. I mean, yeah, we got access to PowerPoint too, so.
Because there is access to the PowerPoint,
There is.
right?
Yep, there is.
And if anybody, let's work on the PowerPoint together in case. There we go. Just with a click on the mouse or on the keyboard too.
Okay, so.
We have a listening
Okay.
center as well.
Yeah, but the solution is still, okay, what's the problem? We're going to look for solutions first.
How are you making
Manage.
SEO?
Advantage.
For Van Itch. Oh, yeah. Van Itch. What's the thing we breaks apart that guy's whip? Oh, next page.
Well, one solution they came up with is to fight each other. That is a solution.
Yeah.
It might not be the best solution.
Now remember, it doesn't necessarily, you can add what solutions you and your group would come up with, the solutions that were discussed in the Butter Battle book,
Mm-hmm.
different things
Alright.
like that. Let's think outside the box,
Okay.
outside the book, if you will.
Well, let's see. Well, when Van Itch ruined that guy's gun, he comes back with a bigger one. And he's like, oh no. And he gets one too. He gets a bigger one.
I guess
He gets those veiny contraptions that catches the guy's rock.
So now, everybody, we've spent some time on solutions. Let's talk about the